Mates, welcome to Fighnimates. It's Friday, so I'm back with another video. I had a very busy week. I'm still having a busy week, but I still wanted to make a video. But because I didn't have a lot of time, I couldn't come with a really cool video. I have a lot of video ideas I want to do, but they take some time to make. There are just videos I can make in 1 day or 2 days. So because of the time limit, I just thought let's do another sketchbook tour. But this will be a little bit different. I won't be show. I won't be showing one sketchbook. I'll be showing multiple, also loose sketches, and the team is actually showcasing my character design process. And these are my very first drawings. At this level, I had been drawing like a year or two, I think, maybe three. I don't know for sure. I really don't date my drawings, and that's pretty stupid. But yeah, I've been drawing, and something I noticed recently is that I came a long way with my character designs, and I went to look back and collected old character designs and cool OCs, and I thought let's show you guys how I started and where my character design level is right now. Because now I'm at a place where I'm really comfortable with my designs, with my art style. But that wasn't always the case. I was like one of the many artists who started with manga and was really keeping to it. But I noticed I didn't want to be part of that and I wanted to go my own way. So yeah, let's find out. So as you can see, these drawings were really at my manga day. And I was really a otaku. No, I was never a otaku. But I really like drawing manga. It was simple, and I think it's one of the easiest art styles to get into when you're a beginner. I don't know if it's the smartest to start with. I think realism is maybe the smartest because if you start hard, then manga shouldn't really be a problem if you've nailed realism. But it's really one of the easiest to start with. Oh, sharpen. Yeah. So, and here I was trying to go my own way and find my own style. And the way I went first, as you can see with this one, I was trying to simplify my characters, and I liked it really. Because at the time I was really into mangas and comics, and I noticed that if you make your characters too detailed, you're going to break your hand drawing them over and over again. Like this one, I really like this character design, but it was really too detailed for me to keep repeating, so I had to streamline it. So in my whole process to finding my style and my character designs, how I wanted them, I learned a lot of things. Like if you want to design a character for animation or manga or comic, you have to streamline them. You can't go overboard if you're planning to redraw the character like every page or something. So yeah, like you can see here, I'm trying to step away from the manga style, and I'm really trying to find my own. And it's a hit and miss because right now you can still see the remnants, I think it's the word, of my manga days, but that isn't all bad. I was trying to really get into my comfort zone. Really, most of the time artists try to get out of the comfort zone, but I was constantly out of my comfort zone. So I was trying to find it. Where am I comfortable with my art style and with my character designs? And yeah, this one was for a comic I abandoned called Cyber. And I like this character design. It was a really it was a good midway between semi-realism and manga. So I liked it a lot, and I liked the way it was drawn. So yeah, there was a good pillar for heading in the right direction. So um basing off this, I liked a lot of this, so I tried to keep it in my current art style. So yeah, as you can see, that's that character, but then we're again streamlined for comic, and I was really trying to get characters to look the same from all angles, and it was a hit and miss because I was really struggling with it. I needed to find what do you need to do to keep characters consistent. I'll maybe make a video, give you guys some tips if you're struggling with it. So yeah, that was really cool. And I was also trying to draw characters in all different styles, just trying to find the style that I was comfortable with. So yeah, that it was really a lot of experimenting on my end. So yeah, that was really awesome. Okay, let's continue. So this I did in a review on this channel, one of my first videos. So here we have another character design. doing a lot more with expression because I was heading that route. And this is expressionless, so I'm really fighting myself in this video. Way with that, so that was pretty cool. Now the hand is all messed up here, but it's the same character but full body. And here the girls I was drawing, I really liked it because it had something adult looking. And that was something I was really trying hard to get with the girls, because with manga, drawing girls is pretty easy, but most of the times they're really young looking and childish and innocent, and I like that, but I was trying to get a more of a adult look with the girls, and this was also one of the drawings I really thought like it worked with this. So I really took notice of how I drew this. Then here things got interesting. I was really experimenting because most of the things I was drawing was human-like, and I thought, hey, let's get creative. Let's draw creatures or whatever and experiment with those things. So I started doing that, and this was one I really liked. Very sketchy, but I liked it. I was doing more loose character designs with pen to see if that led to anything. So a lot more experimenting with what I'm drawing character-wise and how I'm drawing it. So as you can see, I'm trying to get more creative, more thematic with my character designs. And this one I really liked, and it's, yeah, the character, it's something I would say inspired by Shaman King. I'm really a fan of Shaman King, so I really like this. And it was also a milestone, like, hey, I can also be creative or design characters that are not really human-like. So I really took notice of that. Then I dived into my girls. I was really finding it. I was hearing a lot from my friends, you don't draw a lot of girls, so that led to this and me trying to get better with watercolor. But I really like this sheet because I was trying to draw girls from all different styles. And here I was just doodling with my ink, with my Pentel brush pen, and I really liked this design. It really stood out to me. And again, you can see I'm trying to be creative with all different things. So yeah, I was heading in the right direction, and that was like about 2 years ago, I would say. Then we get here, I'm trying to switch up my styles constantly, as you can see. And this I really liked, a bit based on the style of the Boondocks, so I really like that show. Then again, here I'm experimenting with a lot of things. I drew this really loosely with Copic markers, and then we went into it with, no, I think just with Copic markers, and then the black for the outlines, and I think fine liners. And again, I was really experimenting, so I was liking my direction and how I was taking this character design progress. And this was a really milestone. It was based off a portrait of one of my school friends. And really, I was heading more of the realistic way. And I really saved this because it meant something. It showed me that my characters could be more realistic if I wanted it to. I think this sketchbook really meant a lot for my character design progress because I think it's how I still draw characters now. And it's a sketchbook, it's about a year old or something, maybe a year and a half. And I bought it for my story for my comic, Arbelin, and I'm using it. I'm not using it anymore, but I used it at the time to design most of the characters that would be present in the comic. And yeah, as you can see, this was supposed to be the mother of the main character. And I really liked how I drew her as a female, especially the nose and the adult look to her. And the details, I was really doing more with details. So I was liking how things were going. And as you can see, I was not only trying to design my characters with facial features, I was also looking more into logos, clothes, what clothes are they wearing. As you can see here, we have the mother again. I was looking into her clothes because I was really noticing that not only the facial expression and features define the characters, but the body language, the clothes. My eyes were really opening about how I should design my characters and how I'm comfortable with it. And at the time, this was the main character of my comic Berlin. I redesigned him so much now. And yeah, I was also really harsh. If I didn't like something, I would just cross it away and no, don't do that again. And also experiment with expressions. Then here I was going more of the opposite side. I was trying to go more of an innocent look with the girls, seeing if I could draw that, and a different kind of guy. And what I really liked about my character design process is the characters were not similar to each other. They both stood out in their own way. And I had it at the time that all my characters would resemble each other, but I really hated it. So I put the effort into it and tried to make every character as unique as possible in its own way, while still following my art style, but the character needed to have its unique feature, not that it would resemble the character if it wasn't related to that character. Then we have some key character designs to my process now, and this was one of the first designs for the main character, but I changed it, and this was the design that followed after that, and it was much more streamlined for comic and for redesigning. And I was noticing some things like that, like know what you're designing your character for, what you can and can't add. So yeah, character designs for an animation, and I was really also focused on it's animation. You're going to redraw the character a lot, so don't make it too detailed, man. And I really like this design and these. And as you can see, I came a long way from the manga kind of way and trying to have the characters interact with each other. And yeah, here we dive deeper into my more realistic version of character design, body language, clothes. I was all combining them now. And I was really paying attention to things like that. So as you can see here again, I really like this character design. I was thinking about costumes, powers, what makes the character unique, you know? And here we have another creature sheet. I first just roughly created a silhouette, and then I went into the design of the character, how it would walk, look. So I was thinking a lot more about the characters other than appearances. And I was here creating hybrid characters like a bird snake or a monkey owl. It was really starting to get fun. Those of you who watched the video how to draw a battle pose will remember this character, and at the video it was about drawing a battle pose, but it was also about me creating a character on the spot. I thought about the pose. The pose was the most important about the video, but the things I added to the character on the spot, I didn't create this character. I didn't draw this character ever before. It was then, and that really showed me like what do I add to have this character stand out, because it was a battle pose. So I thought, hey, let's give him a warrior slash Jedi slash hero kind of look, because the stand was really heroic, and you can see he has power. So I started thinking about all different things about his clothes, but still keeping it simple. And here I would say I can't really find the old manga style I had back in this. So that was one of the most important sketchbooks. Though then we have this. Don't look at the boobs. I'll cover it for the underage viewers. But I really liked how I drew this girl, or actually woman's face. Very simplistic, I would say, but the look, I really liked it. Okay, let's continue, guys. So here we're at character designs, and if you would compare it to some of my other work, like this one, I would say it's less detailed, but I learned that whenever you're designing a character, it doesn't have to be overly detailed. You need to design the character suiting your project, and this was the project Chronicle of Hero, short animation, and the main character was supposed to be childish or childish looking, and fairly simple because it's an animation, and I know how hard animating a character that's detailed can be. So as you can see, again, I'm designing with purpose, and I'm just not drawing what I think looks cool and not taking into account the function. And I think if you start to apply things like that to your character designs, you'll take it to a whole other level. And sometimes I still design characters deciding on what I just want to draw, but if I'm designing a character for a project, that is really important, how the character looks and will function inside that project. And then this is also one of my most recent sketchbooks. I still haven't finished it, but I'm taking it to a whole nother level with trying to create designs in things that are really not human-like. Like you can see this robot dog, and I don't even know what this is, but it's a character. So as you can see, it was Spout Boy because he's spouting. So that was a fun one to do. And this was after I watched Dracula Untold. Oh man, I love that movie. And the octopus. So here was there was the King in the North, Jon Snow. Love Game of Thrones. And I really like this one of the girl. And as you can see, I'm really comfortable with designing characters. And this one was pretty fun. I'm calling it Jumping Jacks. It's kind of a concept where it just jumps around. Then we have this one I really like. It's also the same character for the short animation, but a bit more detailed. And I took a lot of things into account: the body language, the clothing, the posing, and I all made it work together in this character design. So I really like it. If I would show people my current level of character design, this would be one of the few drawings I would just show them. Like, this is my current level, and I would be really proud of it. So yeah, I really like this one. I think if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen this come across. Then here we have a more realistic approach to one of the characters, client work actually. And this is again a really simplistic character for a comic idea. I don't know if I'll do anything with it, called Jason Ghost. And as you can see, I'm not afraid to switch it up. If I know that I can draw realistic and detailed characters like this, I also know that if it's necessary, I would be able to draw simple characters. And it's all about knowing when to switch it up. And this is the last drawing I'm showing you guys. And again, we're going the realistic way with everything. And we have a marking or tattoo here, stuff in his face. And I really like this design. It's more of a expressionist because I like the expression on his face and the kind of power it emits. So yeah guys, that was my character design progress through the years. I think it took me about a year or 2-3 to get to the level I am, which I'm comfortable with. So yeah, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Share this video with your friends, families, uncle, neighbors, whoever you'd like. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to my channel. I upload every Friday. And leave a comment. I read them all and I try to reply to them all. And as always, don't forget to stay awesome. Peace.